following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Oh, you're from up north.
Yes, I am from up. But you are nonetheless adapting to this non-caste role. This means that you have a great well of talents that has not yet sprung to the surface.
Thank you, that's very nice of you to say.
I'm sorry. I did not mean it to be nice, merely fact.
Well, it's nice nonetheless.
See.
So, as, new squad leader, I want to make sure, check on the well-being of my crew, and I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
It is duty which drives you into my company. I understand.
Well,
I am pale, although slightly disturbed.
please. I mean, if you want to talk about it, I'm here.
I have already spoken about it with the councillors.
Oh. Well, that's their job, I suppose.
It is their task.
But don't be misunderstanding that there's mere duty that brings me here. I do care about y'all. It's weird how quickly that's happened.
I do not know how to answer that.
Oh, you don't need to know.
Do you enjoy swimming much?
Yeah, I don't get to do it a lot. There's not much water out there in the desert where I was stationed most of my...
The internal pools of the facility contain an adequate amount of water for swimming purposes. Therefore, you can do it as much as you wish.
It's a workout that's also quite refreshing. I do enjoy it.
For me, it is not so much refreshing as normal.
Is it refreshing, though, if you were out of it for a long time?
By a loose definition of the word, I believe yes. For you, it must be an alien environment.
It is kind of, but it's one I like.
And you do not fear it? He leans back in the water.
Well, I mean, there's something to fear about almost anything. I mean, I could drown.
The cessation of life function due to ingestion of an unpleasant atmosphere. Of course.
But I don't fear it. It's not like an irrational fear, or it's not a strong fear. I respect it, I suppose, but I don't outwardly fear the water. I mean, I can swim. I like it in here.
And you do not suffer the loss of your power, being suspended in so much water, so far away from your power base.
I've never really tried to manipulate and use my power while I've been in water before.
And can you?
I don't know.
An inquiring mind wishes to know.
Is this inquiring mind yours?
It is.
Oh. Well, I mean, I guess I'll have to test that out at some point. I'm not going to do it here in the pool. I'd wreck the place, but...
I suspect you would not.
Get yourself a rock and see whether you can maneuver it inside of the pool.
Well, how close is the nearest ground source, basically?
It's a deep pool.
Yeah.
There isn't.
Well, I'll just see if I can feel the... Well, there you go. But then again, I don't really rely on my powers. I only just discovered them a week and a half ago.
Perhaps you should spend more time on them. Incidentally, after the evening meal, will you be attending the shooting range for your required daily practice?
Of course I will.
I will join you.
You very well may.
It is perplexing. He never swims. but often attends the poolside.
Not Tom, is it?
Nope.
Oh.
It's Anthony Peterson.
Oh, he's just randomly shown up. Oh, hey, Anthony.
Ah! Oh, hello. I'm sorry. I should probably get going. I didn't mean to disturb you. He fold his book up and pad off.
Why were you here?
The sound of the water, like it's relaxing, and I can study.
Well, there you go, Harm. There's the answer right there. Water is a very relaxing sound.
I must accept the validity of his words, I think.
And then I'll lean in and I'll be like, oh, could just be coming to stare at the ladies in their little swimming costumes. Wink.
That was the objection I was to raise, as he spends little time looking at his book.
Oh, well then that's probably what it is.
Why? Never mind. It is probably an American thing.
I did not know you Canadians were so... What's the word I'm looking for here?
Evil?
No,
Wet.
Well, yeah, there's that, but I think that's more of a you thing, isn't it, honey?
I do not believe anyone from where I come from would enjoy prolonged dryness. Put up with it, yes. Enjoy, no.
You're very, I don't want to insult you, but
It is difficult
emotionless? You come across...
You are new, are you not? Yes. Tom is not the only one who was required to restrain themselves.
See? I mean, I don't...
Since you are my squad leader, I should tell you, I am considered emotionally damaged.
I'm sorry to hear.
This is not true, but by American standards I am. I am required to control my temper.
Oh. Much like Tom, like you said.
My powers are not tied to it. I am merely unpleasant to be around.
Why is that?
Because I am angry.
Why are you angry?
Much injustice was done to me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You did not do it.
No, but
Also, I apologize.
for...
You are sorry to hear of it. I should not have spoken.
No, that's not what I mean by sorry. I mean, I sympathize. Sorry. Again, it's our, we have a lot of strange, I suppose to you, speech mannerisms.
It is frustrating. You often say what you do not mean, and then expect me to know this.
Well, it's more that everybody else does, and so I guess we don't really think about it.
I fear I am failing my charge. I cannot reach him. I have tried nagging, I have tried cajoling, and remonstrating, and it has all been met with hostility and resistance.
Well, I mean, it's just the way he reacts to... I suppose he doesn't like being bossed around.
But I am to boss him around.
Well, yeah, but there's such a thing as doing it too much. And maybe it's the way you're doing it. Like, he keeps saying that you seem like a mother to him.
I have tried to not follow those patterns of behavior, but I have not acted as a mother. After all, I did not birth him.
No, but he merely means that you have the same mannerisms as a mother.
Ah. But that will never be. He was confused on this subject.
Maybe I'm not the best one to give advice. Last time I did that, you know, there was a giant monster, and then
That
I
was
was put
not
in the
your
hospital.
fault.
I started it.
You were performing your duties.
I antagonized Jennifer, and she started getting worked up. That's how the whole thing started.
Please tell me more of this.
I'll basically tell her what happened, how I went over to talk to her, and how she started getting...
So during a time of isolation, you provoked her, which caused the other to interfere.
I suppose from a certain point of view...
The open hostility of the Gen Mod is to blame for the accident, not you. Had you noticed any physiological change, you would have backed off and left her alone.
Which was what I was about to do before Destroyer came over.
It is therefore not your fault. I discharge you of this blame.
Well, thank you.
Tap.
Thanks, I guess. So, what do you... Oh, I was just basically just going to...
Can we come back to...
Yeah.
So, sorry, what you doing?
Actually, I want to find Tom, because I have a question.
Yeah. Tom will be in his room.
Ming Mong.
Just a minute. Five minutes later, the door unlocks. Come in.
Okay. You know, Tom, that was 5 minutes, and this door takes an awfully long time to cycle, Tom.
Well, then I guess you just should come round less often.
Well, thanks for that, man. It's making me guests feel real welcome.
No one's supposed to come in here. Anyway, what do you want?
I had a question just from, like, when we were doing the shopping earlier. I tried, I was just a little bit curious as to, was it Cypher that had the really old money? Who had the really old money bills? It was Tom, wasn't it?
It was
Tom. Yeah.
Just throwing it out here. Are you, I don't know, maybe from the 1950s or something? Just because...
Sense motive.
Oh, God.
Or insight.
19 on the die plus
That's
insight.
enough. It's enough. It's enough.
24.
That's going to negative that number. That's enough. He is immediately defensive and evasive. What makes you say that? Like,
Well, I mean, the really old billfold and the fact...
it was my dad's.
Well, I just thought,
Technically not the truth, not a lie.
I just thought maybe if you were from back in time a bit, that would be cool. So, you're telling me that you are not, like, some kind of time-locked super fire mutant that, like... Wait, did somebody freeze you in the past or something?
It's a 4. That's a really specific allegation. I don't have time to answer this kind of spurious comic book bullshit. Do I sound like Super Mage or something?
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you'd let me in, I would have asked you this question 5 minutes ago, and you'd have 5 minutes left to deflect and not answer it.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
I mean, because if you were...
Well, anyway, dinner's soon. I'm gonna need to get there on time, so it'd be real swell if you just leave.
Okay, man.
He's definitely from the past. He used the term swell.
Now, see, talking like that is the kind of thing that would make me a bit more suspicious, but, you've asked me to leave. I am a good guest. If you need someone to talk to about being a cool super mutant from the past, let me know. Bing. I got you.
Decontamination in progress.
Ah!
Decontamination.
You
in
cannot
progress.
make a cool exit when this happens.
Decontamination in progress.
Peace sign at the window.
Dinner is now being served. Come say. That is the signal for ingestion.
Dinner time, I guess.
Splash just dives out onto the ground like a dolphin. Quickly,
just crawl
we
out.
must eat.
I'm still all wet.
No, you're not.
Thank you kindly.
Splash.
drip, drip.
Head to the mess.
In your swim outfit?
Yep.
Alright.
Dinner time.
As I would. Ha. Interesting choice.
Uh-oh, Dex is overheating. Need some water over here.
What the actual hell?
Thank you.
Harmony? You required water. Have I misunderstood again?
No, that was perfect.
Could you take it off, please? Absolutely. I meant the water from me. Thank you. Well intentioned.
Sidelong glance to see how Rock and the others just took that. She was about to take her top off.
Yeah, there's some blushing. And then Tom walks in.
Hey Tom, come join us at the Cool Kids stable.
Leaves the commissary with its tray. One moment, I must do my job.
Of course, hon.
Tell him if it's about the Alvin thing, Alvin's sorry.
What have you been up to, Alvin?
What?
You've been poking the bear again.
Well, no, I've just been learning things about my teammates and trying to involve myself in their lives. Cypher, my dude, did you write down all of that stuff for your...
Yes, it is ensconced within the terminal's databanks.
Good. Maybe if we ever get to leave again, we should go back there.
Why do I feel an encroaching wave of disgust and humiliation?
It's not me.
Interesting.
It's up to you whether you reveal where that's coming from or not, huh?
I do not know.
Is it coming from inside the cafeteria or people that just left the cafeteria?
Oh, it's
I do
probably
not know.
Harm just talking with Tom again.
Speaking of talking with, you've made an interesting choice tonight. What have I done to be so lucky?
Yeah, what
He
is
makes
with...
no secret of the fact he's just looking at you.
Yeah, what is with the, 1/6 of your regular outfit?
Are we impersonating Stephanie? No, there's too much of it there for that, says the Cosby jumper.
Oh, I was just at the swimming pool with Harmony when the dinner bell rang and...
God, you've got to do that more often. Anyway, I actually have to go. I'm really sorry.
Your loss. Wink.
I don't have to be telling...
Bloody hell, I hate doing right.
I don't have to be psychic to tell the fact that he is very sorry he is missing this dinner.
Got to remember, mental image, photograph forever.
So,
The
before...
nerd table is very, very uncomfortable.
Hey, before all of the unpleasantness, you guys get all the shopping done you needed to do?
Mm-hmm.
I left mine behind.
Yeah, me too.
God, I liked that coat.
I had this swell hat.
I had a hat too.
Can't you just make the hat?
Remakes the hat. It's not the same.
In a cafeteria? Take off your hat. We needed a take a hat, leave a hat.
If
We
we
could create that too. Whatever that is. What is that?
my hat.
No,
Well, take a hat, leave a hat, then what?
it's just this thing. I was in a cafe once. They had a hat requirement, so that if I take a hat, leave a hat, then by the entrance.
No, but it was cowboy themed, so you couldn't be sitting at the bar with no hat.
And Dixie's like, "See, I got my sweet bowler
That's
in a
really cute.
cafeteria." Sorry.
And it was cute too. So I bought it for her. So she had a bowler and I had a Stetson. I gotta find me another Stetson.
H2O comes back in.
How's our boy?
He is hale.
That's apparently a good thing. Come on, have some food. Well,
Fish.
passes for food. Wait, there's actual fish?
Yes. The oils in the fish are part of my necessary dietary requirement.
So we have you to thank for having fish on the menu as opposed to, like, compound blue 32.
Monosodium propanol.
I mean, fish was one of the few foods that wasn't destroyed by the Soviet storms.
This is broadly true. Because it's raw.
Raw.
There's going to be... Why is it with this cafeteria and not cooking things? They don't cook their meat. They don't cook their fish. Oh, my God.
Because it is Thursday.
And Thursday is...
Raw fish day.
Wednesday was not cooking the meat. Thursday is not cooking the fish.
I believe you are drawing incorrect conclusions from the available evidence. Because you do not have all of the available evidence.
That's usually how people work. Work with what you got.
Perhaps this is part of the problem.
Yeah, for example, I didn't know that a response team from the DMV professionals was less than 2 minutes away.
Stephanie's like, what?
No, seriously. We went through all that and we could have had professional Gumbies in there in like 2 minutes.
We didn't know. Now we do.
This is my fault.
It's not your fault,
I
hon.
insisted on going in.
It's not your fault, hon.
Well, I mean...
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself for your own ignorance.
They give us instructions for a reason.
Look, to be fair, she was the only one that wanted to, wuss out and wait for things, and we all kind of jumped the gun and rushed in. But she's the one that takes the blame for everything we do. So we're all in this together. You're welcome. It's everybody's fault.
Look, you all don't go being reckless on me here.
Nope.
I may be responsible for you, but I'm relying on all you all to
Maybe I
do
should
the
go
right
back.
thing.
Maybe I should fly back to town and get my shopping.
If you're making a trip, then I left some stuff on the roof of.
No, I'm not seriously making a trip. They'd flip out.
You could get a pass, couldn't you?
You really think any of us are going to get in a pass to go into town anytime soon?
Well, I'm not. But
Well, you could just say them that oh no, we have left evidence in town and need it to be picked up. Otherwise, people could have tracked how we've traveled based on our purchases and the receipts in the.
maybe even instead of going yourself, you could tell them about where your items are located and get somebody else
On
to
the
get.
street, they've probably been stolen by now.
Mine was
Well,
on a
yours are-
roof.
Anyway, says Dixie, we have some practice to do, and you need to do some singing.
That's true.
Wait,
I
what's
certainly
this?
need some practice for that.
You can sing.
I'm a bit rusty, but I
So,
sing
in addition
band.
to rising beyond your peasant servitor class, you are also a harmonizer.
I suppose that's how you could put it. Don't let the accent fool you.
I will be aware of its duplicitousness.
That's not what I mean. I'm sorry.
Jeez. H2O, why are you so on edge? Oh, you just got... I've asked a stupid question. I apologize. On your knees. Okay.
It's how she does the apologies.
I
Just go
accept
with
your
it.
apology, supplicant. Tap. Thank you. It has never happened.
So, Harm, where you're from? Are you like royalty?
I am a Canadian.
Are you Canadian royalty?
No.
Canadian nobility?
No.
What do
I am
Canadians,
an abomination.
what do Canadians have? Are they like, presidents, kings,
They had a prime
queens?
minister last I checked.
I am
Oh.
an abomination and have no place in society. You should just get up and walk out.
Canada's not that bad.
I'm going after her.
Try to talk French. I heard they like French there.
Come back, bust my tray as usual. Go back after her again.
Well, she is the responsible one.
I'm heading towards the pole. Unless I can see
That's where she's going.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
Finishing meal, and then I have
You've got gun class after. If you want to attend, it's optional.
The only other thing I have to do is, if I have enough time, sneak to your room, infiltrate, grab those beers, and drop them off in Stephanie's room on the bed.
You should be able to do that, although you're going to have to make some sliding under the
You
door
can slide
checks.
under, but then you can just beep out to get out with the beer.
Yeah. And then you'll have to leave the beer outside while you slide in and open the door. But yeah, you just give me a check and you can do that. It's not really to see if you pass or fail, but to see how long it takes.
6, so fairly long.
Right, yeah. But
I'm probably a bit.
you're probably going to
stretched
get caught in the middle of it by someone. Let's see who. Okay, so Tom. You're
Hey.
breaking into the girls' rooms?
out.
I thought you were a goo thing.
Flat. It was like, yeah, man, but I'm being Santa Claus here.
I get it. I get that reference. So, you're giving her the beer.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Cool trick.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Never seen the inside of Stephanie's room before. Oh.
I mean, they must really like her. She's got a TV and shit.
Wow. Oh, God, is that... Oh, it's an original Radiation King.
I have
This is the original cabinet. Oh, my God.
Well, here's the thing. When I first talked to Stephanie, she said that...
It's not plugged in. Why not?
well, maybe the prestige is in the owning. You said it's cool.
I better get out of here. Anyway, don't do the things that you shouldn't.
Yes, I will not be a bad boy. You told me, Tom.
Son of a bitch. You will leave. You have achieved your delivery mission. Brrr.